very light breakfast in the morning.
Let me get a pen here.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. I think I had a couple of hard-boiled eggs.
Good.
And that was it.
Do you salt them, pepper them?
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Of course. How could you do anything but?
No,
I mean, really.
that's the way to eat one.
Plain would be no good. All right, so hard-boiled eggs. Then it's off to the Ben & Jerry's factory. So relatively nondescript breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Then it is off to Ben & Jerry's.
Right.
At the Ben & Jerry's factory, I had a small waffle cone with the caramel crunch, not caramel crunch, caramel chocolate chunk.
Yes.
That's what, and a free sample of the same, which would make it probably a medium cone.
Okay, let's call it a medium.
Not so bad. I think we're at 1,000 calories right now.
Then it is off to in the car. Nancy busted out some gummies, some of these gummy bears, gummy worms, gummies.
Oh, is that legal up there?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they're edibles.
That's what I thought.
So we could all be very, very high. Then it's
yummy.
It's out to the Maria von Trapp Beer House and Schnitzel Factory, and we go and we have a flight of beers
at the Schnitzeltorium.
At the Schnitzeltorium, the Colburns order a pretzel,
a Bavarian pretzel,
like the Bavarian big pretzel.
To share?
That's what they. I don't know if they should. Once again, I'm really, really sorry. You can't expect me to keep track of my own food, much less everybody else's.
True enough.
I just don't. I don't care.
There's just so much.
I don't care what anybody else is eating. I care what I'm eating. And so,
do you remember those long format printers they had in? They had in I would say print houses.
Yeah,
right.
Where the carriage is maybe 2 feet long. Yeah,
that's what I feel like this list should be printed on.
Dot matrix.
Not even dot matrix, but it just the really wide ones.
Right.
Right. Because
it's a wide one. It's really wide one.
This is like the wall of just like everything he's eaten.
Right.
And then because what you eat, Mike, is not who you are. What you eat, it really dictates how you feel and your emotion.
Well, I was devastated. I was not a pleasant guy in the evening. I was just kind of out of it. That was it.
Yeah, well, you're still upset that the ice cream place was not factorizing.
Think about the way you woke up. You're like, today's the day. We're going to get it on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a healthy breakfast.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Then you're excited at the factory, and you're like, man, I'm just going to taste this ice cream or a waffle cone. It's going to be awesome.
Right.
And then you get to the Bavarian place, and you're like, I'm going to see what this is all about. Oh, this is actually the right food.
They had chicken schnitzel, which is a deep-fried, pounded-out chicken breast.
This is awesome.
With I think they were panko breadcrumbs. And then, all right, now I'm going to start to get into the weeds here because I'm going to get as detailed as I can.
Please.
I'm proud of it. But this, hopefully, by sharing this, I should say to all of our listening audience, this hopefully will prevent other people from doing the same thing.
So you're giving back. You're giving back.
Yes, I am.
Good.
So I finished my schnitzel.
Did it have a sauce?
Will you please? I'm trying to get through.
Well, he's practically sexually aroused right now.
All right, I do not want to stand.
It's schnitzel, and It's got like a red cabbage slaw type thing, and a sauerkraut element to it, and then my son gets the chicken fingers, which are not chicken fingers. It's slices of schnitzel chopped up and put on his plate, like a half a schnitzel.
Okay.
And he doesn't like it.
Oh.
And so I look over at Carla. I said, it's birthday weekend. She said, yes, go ahead, eat some of his. So I eat some of his. Meanwhile, the Colburns in their perfect low body fat are over there gnawing on a pretzel.
Yes.
And, I'm just going. Do
the Colburns take tiny bites?
No, they eat. They like to eat, but it's just they're fit, and they also jog and hike and do things to keep them fit. And so I'm eating the schnitzel. I eat my son's schnitzel. I have a bite of Carla's bratwurst sandwich that she had. It's all German food. And it's off to the car. And I lost consciousness in the car at that point driving back. The real trouble begins. I think I woke up about 10 minutes into the drive because I heard this. And that was somebody opening up more gummies.
Oh, yeah.
This is just like what Santos does. He'll be napping, straight napping, right?
Yes.
He ran out in the humidity of D.C. He's got nothing left in him, and God forbid I open up some sort of human food.
Yes.
Because it's like for him, it's anything that makes any sort of cellophane wrapper or paper.
Yes.
That means that the week one, old Papa Santana is going to give his fry guy a treat.
Time to come. Time to go put the touch on him.
Yeah. The old patita right to his crotch.
I think this is what happened. I felt that at the Ben & Jerry's factory, I was somehow shortchanged. I felt as though there would have been more than just walking through the flavor graveyard.
You were owed. You were owed.
That I was owed more. That there was more. There should have been more ice cream itself. You know,
yes, the experience was weak.
It's like going to a Penn and Teller magic show. You know, it's like yak, 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 yak. Show me a goddamn trick.
Or
you know,
or when we went to go see Love in Vegas, we're like, oh, this Beatles.
Oh, this is so great.
God.
This is so great. Then it's a bunch of people jumping on trampolines.
You see,
best part
the
best part was the booze.
That's a flawed analogy because Love was great.
Love
so hack. And by the way, what a crap theater.
I felt
You're
shortchanged.
Such an a-hole.
I felt shortchanged.
Jesus Christ! How do you live with yourself?
What do you own that theater? What do you got stock in MGM?
Yeah, that's what I have. Make it personal.
Look, take it up when we get back to Vegas. All right, we'll maybe we'll all go.
All right,
like to see him jump on a trampoline off the MGM Grand.
I felt shortchanged.
I'd slide down.
And by the time we got back, I didn't mention that for my birthday the night before, the Colburns had served cake and Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
You mentioned the cake.
I didn't mention the Ben & Jerry's.
No, you did not.
But we ate the cake, and frankly, with just 2 little pints with the force, we didn't even make a dent. Oh, by the way, I don't think they understand the concept of eating the entire pint.
Who doesn't?
Well, I think that they don't eat like
skinny people don't.
The Colburns get them on the phone. I'll tell them all about it.
Then people don't eat. And there was Americone. What's the Stephen Colbert one? What's the Americone? Americone Dream.
Yeah,
Americone Dream. Yes. And there was about a quarter of it left. And we got into the house, and I didn't care. At this point, I went right to the freezer and just went to a chair, grabbed it out of the freezer because we'd made a joke about it on the way home. You know, there's more Ben & Jerry's at home. And I went in and
Who brought that up?
I don't know. I probably did. And so
hey, you guys got those pints.
I had that. And then everybody begins to sort of everybody goes into the abyss a little bit with the food.
Okay.
And I begin to I eat that, and and now I've just awakened all my inner fat man.
The beast.
I'm going to eat anything. And we're going to have leftovers for dinner. And Carla somehow brings out birthday cake. I ate birthday cake. I ate Ben & Jerry's. I ate more of the gummies. Then he brought out the gumbo from the night before, and then he went out and got a pizza.
Wow.
Oh,
and then
God.
We went down and watched a movie, and she brought more gummies down, and they were feeding the fat man. And it's like, and I'm not proud. I woke up with
they're wonderful. They're wonderful hosts, though. To allow
following
day, have all
wake
that
up
stuff.
In the morning, following day. Michael makes us before we hit the road at about 8:30. Michael Colburn makes an incredible Mexican omelet.
Oh my
God!
That
we enjoyed. So the Mexican omelet, and I eat. They had these little store-bought crullers that they had, and this is where the donuts began. And so I eat the crullers the next day. Sunday is the last day of my birthday weekend.
The hurrah, yes.
And so I eat the crullers, and we eat the crullers, and then I know I'm running out of time here. So it's crullers. We stop in Gorham, New Hampshire. We go to the Chinese buffet where I have lo mein, fried rice, General Tso's chicken, and a couple of dumplings, and we go. And then by the time we got home, right before we go home, and this is where I'm just sitting there going,
yeah.
There's no more room.
We stopped right before we got home. We stopped at Tim Hortons and got 6 honey crullers.
That's why you said this is where the donuts begin. Because the donuts ended at Tim Hortons.
And by the way, the dying chain of Tim Hortons.
Tim Crullers.
I wish it was Tim. Every one of them we've stopped at is we only have 2. You only have 2 because you're just now turning into a crap chain that doesn't hire anyone worth their warm spit, and so they're always out of donuts and they suck. And so
you have changed your tune about Tim Crullers.
Yes. No, it's not good. It's not good. It was very disappointing.
Wow.
And you can read about them in Canada. They pissed everybody off in Canada too.
Really?
So, anyway, yeah. So read about them. Tim Hortons. Anyway, that's it. So that's the food today. I will be eating a piece of kale starting at 10 o'clock and eating it all day long. Thank you.
It pairs well with the grapefruit, Mike.
All right. By the way, news you may not need coming up. Stay tuned for the kicker. We'll be right back, everybody.
You did it. You did it. You did it!
I can't believe you did it.
Yes, because of you, TMOS Live 2018, presented by Zappos, is sold out.
Thank you to our listeners for selling this show out.
Here, here.
Stay tuned to the Mike O'Mara Show for updates and details on the other events that will be a part of TMOS Live 2018.
Congratulations, you did it. Everybody did it.
We all did it.
Boom, bam.
We'll see you on Friday, November 2nd in the Council Chambers Theater at the Zappos Corporate Center in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Congratulations to the people that made this happen. You.
Thanks for being the best fans in the world.
The fans of the Mike O'Mara Show.
Thank you, Jim Amato, and welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Amazon. Shop on Amazon. Everybody does it. It's easy, and it saves money. It's a no-brainer, but please remember to use your brain and access the site by clicking the Amazon link at the top of the TMOS website. That's smart. That will guarantee that we get credit for your purchase, so start clicking, because if you need it, Amazon has it. What's today's Amazon purchase of the day, Rob Spiewak?
This is a weird coincidence. I redid my living room about 8 months ago, and Katie Von Herman, my co-host on Cake and Cookies, did her office last week. We were talking on Cake and Cookies yesterday. Without consulting each other, we bought the same rug on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
The exact same rug. So if you want to be like us, buy the Safa Vea Madison Collection cream and multicolored bohemian chic distressed area rug.
Beautiful.
And think about this. It's a drag to have to haul a rug back to your house. You get it on Amazon Prime for under $150.
Yeah.
They drop it off on your doorstep, and it's beautiful.
Beautiful, guys. You can find the rug and more. Amazon really does have everything. Find it at the top of MikeO'MaraShow.com. Then make sure that we get credit. It costs you nothing. Now go spend money.
Money.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me do this again. Yes, sir. I got to do that all the way. Up there. I'm going to turn that up. Yes, sir. Thank you, Scott.
News.
Oh, wow. That's loud. Yeah. Thank you, Skype.
Those rat bastards at Skype.
Oh, unbelievable.
I tell you, all that free software.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that's it. Right. Isn't that the bottom line?
You pay for what you get, Mike. That's what my dad always said.
Get what you pay for is what he should have said.
Damn it, that foreigner.
Roseanne Barr.
Backwards with him.
Let me begin. Roseanne Barr. Let me start again. Roseanne Barr is sticking to her story that her tweet comparing a black woman to Planet of the Apes wasn't racist. But on a recent podcast with her rabbi, she apologized again for it and even cried. She said, quote, "I have to face that it hurt people. When you hurt people, even unwillingly, there's no excuse. I don't want to run off and blather on with excuses. It was my own ignorance, and there's no excuse for that ignorance." She added, quote, "You have to feel remorse, not just repentance. That's just a step towards feeling remorse. And when you feel remorse, you have to follow it with recompense." And so she's... I don't know what she's doing.
She's feeling remorse, Mike.
And recompense. I think what happened is, in order to keep herself protected from the media onslaught, if she had granted an interview to a real outlet, she went through her rabbi, and I think that is somehow going to help her control her message. I'm not sure it's going to work, though.
Yeah, and the news we broke on TMZ on Friday.
Yes.
That the show's coming back, The Connors, and she got the buyout.
So she's not suffering that much.
She still won.
Yeah.
She won in the
end. No one won as much as Fishman.
Seth Rogen let House Speaker Paul Ryan know that he's not a fan in the most brutal way possible. On the Late Show Friday night, Seth said that he was at a summit on brain health organized by Mitt Romney when two teenage boys approached him for a photo. But then their dad came up to get in the pic, and it was Ryan. So Seth refused, and he told Ryan, quote, "I hate what you're doing to the country at this moment, and I count the days till you no longer have one iota of the power that you currently have." Seth said he's glad he refused the photo, but he feels bad for the kids since it wasn't their fault. But he added, quote, "They should probably learn that if they like a movie or song, the person who made that probably doesn't like their dad that much." Doesn't that sound like a stoner saying?
Yeah.
Doesn't like their dad that
You
much.
should know that.
You know. It's a weird world we live in right now. I mean, on both sides. I don't know. It's hard to preach politeness during this time when we're getting it from all sides.
However, I would love to see Seth Rogen make policy.
Yes, yeah. I think that's a great idea. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom opened huge. Anybody? Did anybody go see it?
Going tonight, Mike. Going tonight.
Dinosaur movie.
Going tonight.
Dinosaur movie.
Let me know if there's even the slightest chance, and be responsible, Godfather. If there's even the slightest chance that I could take my little guy.
Dark. It's already dark.
It's super dark.
Yeah, because my sister took her
kiddos.
Her kiddos. Well, my brother-in-law did.
Okay.
And I talked to him. And I was like, man, I can't wait to go see. He goes, don't take kids.
Do not take kids.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Dark.
That's great. Got out of that what I wanted. Took in $150 million over its first 3 days. That's better than expected, but still behind the first Jurassic World, which made $208.8 million 3 years ago. The Incredibles 2 had a fantastic second weekend with 80.9.
Now, you say that. Did you see the original Incredibles?
Mike, I'm not an Incredibles guy, but I cannot deny this.
The first Incredibles, man, when you about 10 minutes in, you forget it's a cartoon. It's an action movie.
Right.
It's an action movie.
Well, I don't want to go that far. I don't know about that. But I haven't seen it. So
I guess I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
Thank you.
The most dangerous. Do I have to throw a bucket of water on you two today? The most dangerous summer toys. The most dangerous summer. This is like I've got kindergartners that I'm working with today. The most dangerous summer toys for kids this year. Are you ready?
Yeah.
They include balloon slingshots. What could possibly go
That's
wrong?
a good idea.
Balloon slingshots. Lawn darts with blunt weighted tips. I've seen these. I guess if you throw them high enough in the air, they can still cause major injuries. Let me see. Big wheels. You know, the
wheels are
little
fun.
Yeah.
Well, big wheels are bad because drivers can't see them.
Oh, because they're so low slung, yeah.
Big wheels are very dangerous. All types of swimming pools and also slip and slides. He's dislocated his shoulder, unfortunately. That's it. With that.
I said I'm not going to use my slip and slide anymore.
There you go. Watch out. He's coming down the hill. The annual World's Ugliest Dog contest went down on I always want to read this like a local news.
Do it.
The annual World's Ugliest Dog contest went down on Saturday in Petaluma, California. And this year's winner is a 9-year-old English bulldog named Zsa Zsa. Her most prominent feature is a massive tongue that hangs out of her mouth and is so long and flappy that it looks like it's almost scraping the ground. She beat out 1,500 dogs, including the usual mix of jacked-up chihuahuas, dogs with underbites, and random explosions of hair and wrinkled and sagging older dogs. Zsa Zsa's owners drove 30 hours from Minnesota to enter her in the contest. They won a trophy at $1,500, which probably doesn't even cover the cost of the trip. All right? Hope those bragging rights were worth it, right?
You know what? You could take that story you just read and put it right on Jim Handley's sizzle reel.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jim Hadley. Look at that tongue. Boy. I tell you, looks like your tongue, Doreen. But that's another story, isn't it? Yeah, yes, sir.
Poor Doreen.
And now a little something, ladies and gentlemen. A 35-year-old guy. His name was Barry O'Prey. Barry O'Prey. Hello,
sure.
It's Barry O'Prey.
One of yours.
He broke into a guy named Ryan Boyd's apartment in Paisley, Scotland earlier this year. Barry stole Ryan's PlayStation 4, his Nintendo Switch, and a bunch of games worth about $1,300. And when Ryan got home and found that he'd been robbed, he noticed a very strong and awful smell in his house. It was the smell of horrible body odor. But Ryan had smelled it before, earlier that morning, when he walked past a guy sitting on a bench near his apartment. And that guy's name was Barry. He passed that info along to the cops, and they were able to track down Barry, and he was arrested for burglary. And last week he was in court and pled guilty. So a happy ending there, ladies and gentlemen. This is no surprise to any of us on the show because it's the same way we caught Rofo stealing pens.
Oh, no.
This has to stop now.
I know who did it. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we've got the audio vault with Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Meara. It was Rofo.
It was.
Who else could it be?
Sure. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Name Barry reminding you to send in your mail for the mailbag that Rob reads on the Mike O'Meara Show. All you have to do is include it. Send it to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MearaShow.com, and then maybe we'll read your message on the radio. The podcast.
What about the address, Name Barry?
Shut up, Rob. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Brought to you by our TMOS bonus packages. It's birthday season, and you know what that means.
Yes.
It's almost the 4th of July. Yes, America is celebrating a birthday, and you can celebrate, too, with a TMOS bonus package. Declare your independence from boredom with a weekly uncensored commercial-free 6th hour of TMOS fun. Each and every week, we light the comedy fuse and fill your senses with multicolored explosions of hilarity and big booms of bombastic joy. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and there's almost zero chance of you blowing your fingers off. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary to laugh your ass off, sign up for the TMOS bonus package.
Amen.
Thomas Jefferson called it witty. John Adams called it delightfully ribald. And Ben Franklin said it was funny as a fart in a spacesuit.
Whoa.
Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the bonus banner, and it makes a great gift. Spread some cheer bonus show style. Get happy by giving back, so please quit sucking, and God bless America. Open up the audio vault for today. This is Monday, June 25, 2018. Rob Spiewak.
How would Ben Franklin know what a spacesuit is?
Oh, man, I didn't know. He could see the future.
Very ahead of his time. He invented bifocals, too. At age 83, arguably the greatest top 40 disc jockey of all time has passed. He passed last night, the great Dan Ingram. And my dad grew up with him. He started in the early 60s and came to real national attention because he was on WABC in New York. And at nighttime, WABC covered about half the country.
Whoa.
And he was just an amazing jock. And I think when you listen to the classic tapes of him, the way he interacted with elements and was just so friendly, and his live
commercials. He taught a lot of us how to do it.
And anyway, I'm going to play a brief clip of him here from 1973. This is from April 19th of 1973 on WABC, captured off of AM radio. Man, this is the guy who knew how to do it.
Hey, what do you know? 16 past 5 already in the Ingram outrage. Weatherman says, this is a long forecast. We'll do it at the end of the record. So I have time to get the whole thing in before it starts singing, all right? Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. All right, Steelers Wheel, number 14 this week at WABC. 19 past 5 right now. Kansas City showers and thunder showers early this evening, and then fair later tonight. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Sunny tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 60s to the lower along the shore. Fair tomorrow night. Fair on Saturday. The weekend looks good. Right now it's 74, cloudy. WABC degrees.
Rated G. General audiences.
Oh, all right. It's now playing at the Columbia 2 Theater, Lowe's Troy Hills, and UA 150, Syosset. Cisco Kid was a friend of mine. War, number 5 at WABC. All right.
Just
that's so cool.
Effortless.
Man,
and the sound of the city.
So cool.
The sound of the city at that time growing up. And again, it was one of my dad's favorites.
Yeah.
And also, you will bounce around on Facebook, and I checked down a lot of people that have worked with him in the past. There's not a bad word ever said about this guy. He helped everyone coming up and always had the right attitude. So rest in peace, Dan Ingram. Radio today would not be what it was without you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Dave Paulson is a musician, and he has written a concept album based on the movie Tommy Boy. It's not a musical, but it's an entire album, and it's called Sandusky, Ohio, based of where it's set. And the thing that surprised me the most,
Callahan brake pads.
The music is pretty good.
We'll trace the dotted line, crossing our hearts and hope you'll sign. But one by one, our friends leave us behind.
A musical based on Tommy Boy?
It is an album that thematically tells the story of Tommy Boy and a series of songs.
Are they going to turn it into like a Broadway play or something?
I don't know what the plans are, but the thing that blew my mind is that the music is not a disaster. So good for him. I look forward to it.
It's Beatlesque.
It is very Beatlesque. I had the exact same thought. That went very well for Dave Paulson. It didn't go very well on the BET Awards last night for Terrence J. and Cassie, who were on the red carpet before the awards began. And for reasons that were not entirely clear, they got shut down by a policeman. This is live television on BET. This could have gone better.
Who designed this tonight? Because I need that look.
Man, styled by Brian Javara, man. This is grayscale. Did both of us. Absolutely, really dope.
Shut down. You guys done? Go back where you're going. You're done. Excuse, sir.
Well,
you know we're live on TV.
We're live on television right now, sir.
What's up? No. We're live. We'll be back.
back, sir. It's okay, sir. It's all right. You can
Sir,
handle
my
that.
father is a
The
firefighter.
security coming
No,
on
he
in.
is.
It's okay. Because nobody.
What the hell
It just got
happened?
real, you guys.
So they're the hosts, right?
Yes, exactly.
And either someone didn't get the right permit, they are over capacity, they had some issues, and we've all been in bars, we've all been at live broadcasts. If there's an issue, they shut it all down.
They do.
Yeah,
right?
and they're power hungry too.
Yeah.
They like throwing their.
Although
Like
I
how
don't
the
understand.
presenters, though, the hosts were like, "Hey, we're on live TV. Heads up,
Yeah.
right? We're on live TV."
And I don't understand why she said, "Hey, my dad's a firefighter."
Well, maybe
because
something
I
was
think
set
they
off,
said something
off
about
air.
a fire marshal.
Fire code.
Okay, well, just because she's related to one doesn't change the law.
Well,
I'm not
just to
sure
say,
it's a
hey,
week, yeah.
maybe it was almost like signaling, I respect your job. Let us wind up here.
You wouldn't care
and get
about
out of here.
that much, Rob, if they were white.
Yeah, how
Mike,
dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? I was the only one who watched the BET Awards last night.
Yeah, right. You
And I'm
watched the
so
whole
glad
thing.
that Tiffany won.
Okay,
Who
Tiffany
was the
Haddish
host?
won?
Yes, she won for Best Actress.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And Jamie Foxx, very concerned that people weren't clapping enough.
Yeah.
That seemed to be his theme last night. Speaking of shows that I also don't watch, the last hour of the Today Show, they noticed this on the John Oliver show on HBO this weekend. Kathy Lee and Hoda are becoming one. All they do is say things at the same time, the same thing. This is horrifying.
Timing is everything. By the way, it's National Cookie Day. We're talking about Tyra Banks, Tyler Posey, Rachel Fong, Simone Biles, Simon Pegg, Gal Gadot, Gino Vento, Gisando, Joe Manganiello, Ginger Edman, Jordan and Kyle take the aisle. Come on down.
Isn't that awesome?
Ready Player One. Blockers, get out. Guys tell all. Girl, wash your face. Her face. Thong. And the other one on the other hand. It's miracle. 80 pounds. Chilling with my snowmies. One pot pork with pickled peppers. Barbara, the music, the memories, the magic. Hungry, hangry. How do we do it day after day?
I have no idea how they do it day after day. That is
And when
worse
John
than...
Oliver set it up, is that the way he did it?
Of course
did
he did.
do it that way, the way he said? And then I've discovered the fact that John Oliver, there's just no way I can watch an entire program because this is the way he speaks to me every single time he's talking. It doesn't matter what the subject matter is. He does it this way. And by 10 minutes in, I've got a screaming headache and I get migraines anyway.
You know, he does make you earn it, but it's a really amazing fact that he can be more annoying than that compilation of tape.
That's
just by the way he talks. Anyway, that is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Monday, everybody. And Mike, happy birthday once again.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. That's it, people. Thanks for joining us for the Mike O'Mara Show. Don't forget to listen 24/7 on our new Play a Pod app. Our thanks to everybody that sold out our show in Las Vegas. Big things planned and more to come. Stay tuned for that. Remember that all snail mail for the show can be sent to the Mike O'Mara Show, Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. For Oscar Santana and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us once again for the best part of your day, the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
Transportation for the Mike O'Mara Show provided by DTS Worldwide Transportation, serving Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and worldwide. The leader in luxury chauffeured transportation since 1990. Call them at 800-914-2855.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.